Okay, so in this video I'm going to be reacting to conspiracy theory TikToks, so yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so the first one here, it says it's the scariest conspiracy theory thing, part 1. I don't know if this one's necessarily scary. This is more like interesting start a discussion type of thing, I guess, but I'm gonna play it, and maybe you guys can comment what you think down below. Hello? It didn't play.
The scariest conspiracy theory.
Also, this little intro thing is weird.
Historians and researchers believe that Atlantis was a real place, a highly advanced society with impressive technology and culture. The ancient Greek philosopher Plato wrote about Atlantis in his dialogues, describing it as a powerful kingdom that existed around 9,000 years before his time. According to the legend, the city was situated on an island in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean and was destroyed by natural disasters and catastrophes. There have been numerous archaeological discoveries and ancient texts that suggest the existence of a lost civilization with advanced knowledge of mathematics, astronomy, and engineering. Some of these artifacts date back to the same period when Atlantis was said to have flourished. There is also many geographic and geological features that could match the description of Atlantis in Plato's account. So what do you think?
The scariest.
So yeah, like I do think maybe there is like an island or some landmass in that part of the ocean, and it could have had whatever stuff on it and then gotten taken out by like water and stuff, and like the ocean just like consumed it and whatever. Because like plenty of other things have gone under the water over the past however many years, and now it's just not above water anymore. So you know that that's happened. And then also, even though it's like from a long fucking time ago, like it's supposed to be, advanced and like whatever. And like I wouldn't doubt that either, cause like look at like the pyramids and shit. Like people back then weren't fucking stupid. At least not in that area. They weren't really stupid. So you know, a lot of people want to like doubt that the pyramids were actually made by people. Like people think like the pyramids were made by aliens or some shit. And it's like, what? Like, why are you doubting that people were able to build this? Like, it's kind of just weird that people would doubt it. So yeah, I wouldn't really whatever doubt that maybe there was some like Atlantis thing, but at the same time, like, has anyone really gone down there and found anything really? Like, I might have to look into that a little bit more, but it's kind of just like, has anyone really gone there and found anything really? I don't know. Okay, this one is about giants, and I'm sure everyone's heard about the whole like giants theory of like, there used to be giants existing back in the day, but now they're all dead or whatever. And yeah, there's a bunch of whatever where people are like trying to prove that giants are real. It's like, I don't know, like, I don't think I've really seen anything that necessarily proves it. A lot of stuff can be like photoshopped, and like, people can build fake skeletons and stuff that look super real and shit like that. So I don't know if I can really say for sure, but yeah, I'm just gonna be like, nah, until, not, I don't, I'm just gonna say no till we actually have actual proof. So I don't know, some stuff is weird though. But yeah, let's hit play on here just to see all the stuff that they have in this video.
Is this proof that giants are real? Everything used to be a lot bigger due to oxygen levels and other factors. Like, take a look at this prehistoric centipede. Think about dinosaurs compared to your average animal today, or a megalodon compared to your regular shark. Take a look at these books. Were dinosaurs reading them? Or these swords? Or the very common large doorway? Must have been very inconvenient for normal-sized people. Not only to build, but to operate. And like, who was using these stairs? Or making these footprints? So these enormous skeletons were found and given to the Smithsonian so they could research them. Like, look at this skeleton compared to the construction truck. That's huge. And there was all of this documentation that the Smithsonian was going to research. But somehow it all got destroyed. And the researchers don't deny the existence of giants. They don't think it's out of the question. This list of large artifacts goes on and on and on. Like, who are they for and why are there so many of them? Giants are also mentioned in the Bible, in many cultures, in old maps. Despite the distance or time that they lived apart from each other, they all have the same description, and they all know of these beings. I have more examples down in the playlist below. Follow for more. Is this proof that...
So yeah, I don't know. Like, there's some stuff there, but it's kind of like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, with the like bugs and stuff, a lot of animals were bigger back when like dinosaurs existed, and then everything kind of didn't really. I don't know about these books things. Like that seems kind of weird. But these doors, like sometimes people just like making giant doors, not not just giants. I don't know. And then these stairs, people are saying they're for like growing stuff and whatever, like plants and things. So I don't know about that one. This one looks kind of photoshoppy. That looks a little whatever. But yeah, I mean, I guess the weapons thing, like the sword and the axes and whatever, like, I don't know. People like making miniature things, people like making giant things. That's how it's been for a long time, so I don't know. It is a little weird, but that's just how people have been for quite a while now. So this one's supposed to be like, what's a conspiracy theory that you 100% believe in? It says it right there. I don't think this one's just I don't think this is just a theory or a conspiracy theory. This is just a fact. Like, we all know this one. Like, no one can deny that this is true. Like, come on. I'm gonna play it though.
What's a conspiracy theory that you 1,000% believe in?
The reason why women's fashion have little to no pockets in their clothing is due to the fact that the fashion industry would lose money from bag and purse sales.
Like, that's just a straight up fact. That's not a theory. Like, everyone knows that this is true. Like, you're an idiot if you think that it's not true. Like, come on. So this next one is about conspiracy theories. I guess are just complete bullshit, and this is just like part one here. So let's hit play here.
If you think the moon landing was faked, you just want attention. It took nearly 500,000 people to build the Saturn V rocket and the lunar module. Do you think they all lied until their graves? You don't think one person would have snitched by now? Oh, but like his boots don't match the footprint on the moon. Yeah, it's literally called an overshoe. It was part of the spacesuit. It's really not that hard to understand. But like, why is the flag waving? There's no atmosphere. It doesn't make any sense. Do you think NASA doesn't understand gravity? They installed a metal rod to hold up the flag, but it got jammed and didn't extend all the way. But why aren't there any stars? If they're in space, you'd be able to see the stars. Yeah, it's called being on the daylight side of the moon. You know, the side that faces the sun? Otherwise, they wouldn't be able to see anything. If they took the focus off the surface and tried to point it at the stars, this is what it would look like. Do you think anybody wants to see that? But just in case common sense isn't good enough for you, the lunar module is literally still there, and people take pictures of it all the time. If you think the moon landing...
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird that people are just like, we've never been to the moon or anything like that. Like, we've obviously been there before. Like, bitch, what the fuck are you saying? I don't get how people are so stupid. This one, I guess, is just, you know, a few weird what if conspiracy theories. This is part 9, so I don't know about the other parts, but we're just on this one, I guess.
Here are some more of the wildest what-if theories. What if we can't breathe in space because they don't want us to escape? Who the fuck is they? And escape where? Where the fuck am I going? Pretty sure we can't breathe up there because there's no oxygen. Simple science. What if everything behind you disappears, but when you turn back around, it reappears? I'm gonna be honest, I've always thought about this, but then I always think about mirrors. A mirror is literally showing me what is behind me. Unless that's what the mirror wants me to think. Lastly, what if, when we die, the light at the end of the tunnel is the light to another hospital room? There we are born, and the only reason you come out crying is because you remember everything from your past life, and you're crying at the fact that you died and lost everything. I'm sorry, excuse me? That sounds completely accurate. I quite literally feel like that's what happens. Here are some more of the
So yeah, that's just a few there that you can kind of think about, I guess. Okay, so this one, I don't think I really need to play because it's only like 5 minutes long. It's literally just the. Okay, so this one, I don't think I really need to play this one because it's only like 5 seconds long, and it's just this picture, nothing else. But you can just read it. It's like, oh, what the fuck? So like, it's like a conspiracy theory that the term mental illness is made up, which I mean, everything's made up pretty much. Every word and words and sentences are all made up. So, you know, it's that's true anyways, either way. But like the thing here is that the people with mental disorders actually see the world how it really is, which what the fuck? Like, if it's actually where the people with mental disorders actually see how the world for like how it really is, that's like just what the fuck? Like that's good. That's like, you know, I kind of want to believe this one actually. I actually kind of want to believe this one, but I don't know if I really can. Okay, so I want to play this one because this is actually, you know, a thing that whatever, so I'm gonna hit play here so then you guys can see what I'm gonna be talking about here. Like, this is old universe, it's Jiffy. I remember the two F's with the Y, and then this just looks weird. Like, this looks like it should be what it is, but it's not what it is here. Like, I remember two F's with Y, but for some reason it's not like that anymore. People talk about like how like two universes merged in like 2012, and that's why people thought the Earth was gonna end in 2012, and so I'm just like, what if that is when it shifted, and then I'm just like, remember things that aren't in this universe or something like that. Things changed, and so this is different now because of a 2012 shift. I don't know, just a weird theory there. This next one is ones that will ruin your childhood. So I'm gonna hit play.
These conspiracy theories will ruin your childhood. This first theory is about the movie Frozen, and how some people believe it was created as a cover-up for how Walt Disney was cryogenically frozen and plans to be brought back to life. Because now, if you search up the words Frozen and Disney, you'll only see results from the movie. But before the movie existed, you could find more information about how Walt Disney cryogenically froze himself. It's even rumored that Walt Disney's body is hidden somewhere in Disney World. But believe it or not, this next theory is even crazier. And it's how Tom and Jerry is actually World War II propaganda. So first of all, we have to point out that the nickname for British soldiers during World War II were Tommies, and the nickname for German soldiers were Jerrys. And in almost every episode of Tom and Jerry, Tom tries to unalive Jerry, but Jerry outsmarts him, which, going by the Tommies and Jerrys Association, could be a message about German intelligence. But if you still don't believe me, Tom and Jerry came out in 1940, the same year as the Battle of Britain. Let me know if you believe these theories and follow for more. These
I actually do want to do a whole thing about like Disney conspiracy theories, so I'll probably add the Disney Frozen thing in there. I think how old was I when Frozen came out? Because like that, I don't know if I can really say it's my childhood, because I feel like I was kind of old-ish when that came out, so I don't know. When did Frozen come out? 2013. So, I mean, I guess I was like around 12 years old when that came out, so I wasn't like super old, but I don't know. I guess it's kind of childhood, but not really at the same time. It's kind of going out of childhood then. I don't know. But I guess it just depends on if you think childhood is from like, you know, when you're a small child up until you're like around 10 or something, or if you think it's up until like, I don't know, 13, 14 or something. I don't know. It just depends on person to person for what they think a childhood actually is, like how long a childhood actually lasts. So I don't know about that, but I did grow up watching Tom and Jerry, so that that one kind of does ruin that for me. So I don't know if I had one like this in a video before, but I'm just going to add it here anyways, because this is kind of, you know, conspiracy theory level stuff anyways, so it makes sense to put it in here even if I already had it in another video. Like, I don't think I had this exact video. Maybe I just had a video that was about this topic before, but, you know, it still makes sense to put it in here, so I'm just going to press play. So yeah.
You're not living in 2021. It's actually 1724. At least that's what some historians think, and it's pretty crazy. In the 90s, German scientists proposed something called the phantom time hypothesis, which basically says that 300 years of human history is missing. Before our modern calendar, most of the world used to use the Julian calendar, in which an extra day was added every 128 years. So when the Gregorian calendar was introduced, there were some discrepancies. To make up for this extra day every 128 years, this calendar should have added 13 days, but it only added 10, which would mean that 300 years of human history are literally unaccounted for, which would mean we're actually living in the 18th century. You're not living in 20.
So, yeah, I mean, time is kind of just made up by humans, but it's still kind of like weird how, like, we kind of fucked it up a little bit with our, like, keeping track of stuff. So, yeah, I don't know. We're missing stuff, I guess, so.